Where was I? Right. Observing. And all that time I was reading all the different research about bees worldwide, and there's some crazy stuff out there. And yes, a lot of the neonic stuff sounds really, really bad. But then a lot of the stats indicate bee colony numbers in Canada are at an all-time high. But you scratch the surface and realize that data's flawed too. There's definitely something going on, but we knew that already. So, I also read about other species locally that have experienced population crisis. Different trees that have disappeared, even wild turkeys. And I was trying to find some sort of connection. But connections are hard to find. Because we keep everything pretty separate, right? The bug people look at the bugs. And the chemical people look at the chemicals. The crop people want one thing, and the bee people want another. And the turkeys! What? The turkeys aren't even getting laid! I mean, with bees, there's this concept of monoculture. That with so many huge fields of all one plant, they don't have enough different places to do it. Because when we're talking about pollination, we're really talking about the reproductive act. If you know what I mean. And this is where it's just my idea, I guess. We tend to compartmentalize things. And I don't just mean into scientific disciplines. I mean we, humans, as a species, have this terrible habit of only looking at things as divided, separate parts, rather than as a whole. And we're especially guilty of that when it comes to sex. I mean, case in point. But we are a part of nature, right? And nature, the world, the whole wide world and everything in it is big and complicated and chaotic and random beyond anything you can imagine. And yes, the bees are dying and the oceans are rising, and it doesn't take much for it to feel like it's the end of the world. And maybe it is. But then I look at this guy and I think maybe it's not. In nature, things change, evolve, and begin, get to the brink of death, and, come back, and live. Sorry. I mean, we all act like there's some sort of plan. Right? Like, things are supposed to go according to plan, but maybe the way out of all this chaos, or not out, that's what I mean. I think I mean through. The way through is sorry, buddy. Daddy was talking so much he bored you to tears.